Hello and good morning. Welcome to Holtonsfixit101. Today we are going to be talking about Ryobi. More particularly, this is the Ryobi cordless SDS drill. 18 volt lithium ion batteries. I'll see you after the intro. Welcome back. Now, I wanted a cordless SDS drill, but I also wanted some batteries that actually fitted into some other 18 volt equipment that I had from years back, but the batteries had failed, so obviously I wanted some new batteries for it. But I actually wanted a cordless SDS drill, so I'd be able to go onto the site somewhere and drill a couple of holes, just to, drill a couple of holes. So I went out and got myself this. Now this is the 18 volt 1+ unit from Ryobi. Now I've used it several times in the past couple of weeks, and I found it to be very, very good in the fact that it will drill very, very, very good precise holes. You can control the speed, and it also has the LED light at the front. Now the one I come with 4 amp hour batteries, lithium ion batteries from Ryobi, which actually gives a lot of power in the actual unit itself. Now a lot of people would say, oh, that doesn't give a lot of power out of that, but I was quite surprised at the actual unit itself. What we'll do is we'll give you a closer look at the unit, and we'll go over some of its features as well. Now as you can see by the tool, it's quite a bulky tool, so obviously it's going to last you a little while. You're not going to go all around the site doing all sorts of things. That's why you have a proper SDS drill to do. This is just for if you want to drill a quick hole somewhere, it's done. So I'll go over some of the features, and it has a 4-position knob on here. You might not be able to see that very well, but that also allows you to just hammer. So the drill bit won't actually, or you can put a chisel bit in there, and it will just hammer. Not sure what that one is. I haven't read up about that one. I couldn't really worry about it. But you have hammer and drill. So you have the hammer and drilling itself, and you have just drill. So you'd be able to put an ordinary drill bit in the end of here with a proper percussion chuck. Now everything you see in the, what color this is, I just call it green. Everything you see in the green is a hard plastic. Everything you see in the grey, except for this portion at the front here, but everything you see in the grey is a rubber overmold. Now that's very nice to have on your hand. It is very nice and grippy. You don't have to worry about it sliding out of your hand, especially in use, because this does vibrate quite a bit into a concrete block. I've used it to drill into solid concrete wall, and it just sailed on in like the concrete was actually butter. It was absolutely brilliant. Now this particular one I bought has the 18 volt 4 amp hour Ryobi 1+ system on the batteries. Now the batteries have rubber bumpers on them as well, so it's obviously if you drop it you're going to damage the battery, but this helps protect the battery for when you want to set it down somewhere, and you're putting it down with the battery attached. The battery itself is a post battery that is not on a slide rail system, but that's Ryobi for you. You know, that's how they do it. It does have a charge indicator on the front. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but there is a charge indicator on each battery to tell you how much, you know, charge there is in it. But it clicks in and it's there. But it does have forward and reverse on it, and I was very, very impressed, to be honest. Now, I bought it with the charger, which is here, the charger, and I bought it with an extra battery. Now, that is what you get, and you also get a lovely bag to go along with it. Now, this comes as a kit, and I've got it from my local DIY store because they were doing it as a deal at the time. The only thing I've provided, obviously, is I've provided a percussion chuck, and I've also got a few drill bits. So, you know, it's very, very handy. You know, it doesn't come with your drill bits or anything like that, but the drill bits on here, which I was quite, another thing, going back to the Milwaukee screwdriver, you know, usually you have to pull the ring back to insert a bit. This one, you just click it in and you're ready, good to go. It's absolutely brilliant. The only time you pull that back is to release the bit out the end, but it just clicks in. Just turn the bit, as you can see, just turn the bit and it clicks in. Absolutely brilliant. I love it, absolutely love it. Now, the batteries themselves, they are quite good on how they charge, because the charger that I have here that came with this, I've been reading up about the charger, and it's a what they call multi-function charger. Now, or multi-chemical, or whatever you want to call it. It does actually do multi-voltage as well. It takes these 18-volt lithium-ion batteries, as you can see, and they just click in the top. Now that will start to flash, and then it will go to green to indicate that it's being charged. That's being charged now. But I found since that because it is multi-voltage and multi-chemistry, meaning that it doesn't just do lithium-ion batteries, which these are, it will also do your nickel metal hydride. This is an 18-volt nickel metal hydride. Now, I found that they will slot just in the top, just the same. Obviously, the red light will flash, and then your green light will flash to indicate that it's being charged. So, absolutely brilliant. But I also have a tool that has some nickel cadmium, but this is a 14.4 volt, as you can see. Now, this is on an old Ryobi drill that I have. Now, I'll show you the drill. It's quite a big industrious drill. This is the drill that I have. It's got 3 speeds and everything else, but that's not the worry. But it is only 14.4. But the trouble is, the batteries, excuse me, are 14.4. So to charge them up, I used to have a dedicated charger. But now I've got this, I can charge the lithium-ion batteries, the lithium-ion, and I can charge the nickel cadmium, and I can charge the nickel cadmium 14.4, because these, they will just slot in the top like that. You can see that the red light will flash, and then the green light flashes afterwards to indicate that it is being charged. Absolutely brilliant. I only need the one charger on the side, and it does it all for me. I'm absolutely so pleased with it. And another feature I found. Now, a lot of people I've read online saying that you can't interchange these batteries with other tools that you have. Now, I found I wanted the drill anyway. I wanted the drill. That was without saying. I wanted a drill. But I've also got over here, there's also, I have a little tiny saw, and there's also a drill there. But these are 18 volt. Now the batteries for these, they aren't exactly the best batteries in the world. They're old, and they're not holding their charge very well. Now, there's a lot of talk online saying that you can't interchange the batteries. You can't put the lithium ion into this old blue stuff that was the old 18 volt. But I found that they just slot in and you can use them. And they work just as well. Now, the beauty of that being that you can actually take your old tools and go over to the new lithium ion stuff, and it lasts that much longer. You get a higher rate of capacity because this is only 1.5 amp hours. This is 4. So you get a higher rate of capacity. They slip in and you get your charge indicator. So win-win situation for me, which I'm very, very pleased about. Absolutely win-win. There's also a drill that I have in the lineup here that we have with this unit, well, with that unit, and I find them very, very, very good. Now, if anyone wants to purchase this, I would say yes, go and get it. If you've already got the batteries, go and get it as a bare tool. The batteries, again, as with every tool there is, are very, very expensive. And I mean, you know, we're talking about, you know, £70+ just for a 4 amp hour lithium ion battery, and that's just one. In this kit, because I got it on a deal at my local DIY store, I managed to get this and that and that and that on a good deal, and it actually worked out a lot cheaper. The drill on its own is about £100 plus. So you know you're on a win-win situation. So there you have it. Cordless SDS Plus 18 volt lithium ion 1+ system from Ryobi. So there we have it. This is the 18 volt SDS cordless from Ryobi. Good tool, good all-rounder. You can put the normal percussion chuck in the end and use it just as a normal drill if you haven't got a drill available that you can use. Now, as I said before, this particular one came with the 4 amp hour lithium ion batteries, 1+. Ryobi do different variants of their batteries. They are obviously, they range from 1.3 amp hours to 1.5 amp hours. They do a 2 amp hour, and they've just brought out a 5 amp hour batteries. But it depends on what you can afford and what you want application you want to use it for. That if you're going to use it for, you know, doing a lot of drilling all day, then I would suggest that getting the 4 amp hour is the way to go, or even the 5 amp hour if you can afford it. But remember that if you do get in the kit, you get a good solid charger, and this charger is round about, you know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. And one of these 4 amp hour batteries are actually charged from being flat to a fully charged battery. I recommend this to anyone that wants to get and just do a few little holes and stuff like that. It's very versatile. It's just so easy to get this out instead of having to plug in and get your SDS out and all your bits out and everything else. You just go to your bag, get this out, plug it, put the bit in, drill the hole. By the time you got out your recorded SDS, you could have drilled the hole. So there we go. Now please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and everyone knows where that red button is up there, so smash the hell out of it. Come on. Welcome, and we'll see you later.